Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a topic that's tough but oh so important, knowing when it's time to walk away from a relationship. You know that feeling when you're holding on to something that's clearly not working? Like trying to fit into those jeans from high school? Yeah, we've all been there. But sometimes, holding on hurts more than letting go, so buckle up, grab your tissues and maybe some snacks because we're about to navigate this together. Let's get into it. Let's start by recognizing when it's time to say goodbye. It's not always easy, but it's necessary for growth and moving forward. It's like that moment when you realize you've been holding on to a pair of jeans from high school. You know the ones with the bedazzled pockets you thought were so cool back then. They were a staple of your wardrobe, a symbol of a different time. You try to zip them up and they're not happening. No matter how much you tug and pull, they just don't fit the way they used to. You suck in your breath, you do a little wiggle dance, but deep down you know the truth. It's time to let go. Holding on to them is only causing frustration and discomfort. Relationships can be kinda like that too. Sometimes we hold on to them because of the memories or the effort we've put in, even when they're no longer a good fit. You might try to convince yourself things are fine, but those warning signs are like the seams straining at the button. Ignoring them won't make the problem go away. So how do you know when it's time to toss those too tight jeans or relationships into the donation bin? It's about recognizing the signs and being honest with yourself. When the discomfort outweighs the joy, it's time to make a change. Letting go can be tough, but it's the first step towards finding something that truly fits. Sometimes we hold on for dear life, gripping so tightly that our knuckles turn white and our hands start to ache. We do this because we're afraid of change, terrified of the unknown that lies ahead. But you know what's scarier than change? Staying stuck in a situation that's making you miserable. It's like being trapped in a never-ending cycle of sadness and frustration. Imagine trying to keep a cactus as a pet. It's prickly, it's high maintenance, and no matter how much you water it, it's not going to turn into a cuddly puppy. You can give it all the love and care in the world, but it will never reciprocate the way a puppy would. It's just not in its nature. And in the end, you're left feeling drained, deflated, and a little bit stabbed in the heart. The emotional toll is immense. Trust me, you deserve better than to be someone's emotional pincushion. You deserve to be in a situation where you feel valued, loved, and appreciated. Listen up, Buttercup, because this is important. Your well-being matters. If a relationship feels like a never-ending episode of a drama series, complete with dramatic music and cliffhangers that leave you emotionally exhausted, it's time to change the channel. Life's too short to be stuck in a soap opera that's stressing you out. You deserve peace, laughter, and maybe a little reality TV that doesn't involve your own personal drama. Chapter 4. The Courage to Move Forward. You do you. It takes courage to move forward. Sometimes it feels like you're standing at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. But remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards your true self. It's like trying a new hairstyle. It can be scary at first, but oh so liberating once you take the plunge. The initial fear is natural, but the joy and confidence that follow are worth every moment of uncertainty. Remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. It's about honoring your own needs and desires. When you look in the mirror, see the person who deserves love and respect, starting with self-love. Think of it like this. You wouldn't stay on a roller coaster that makes you want to hurl, right? Life's too short to stay on rides that make you miserable. You'd hop off that crazy train and find a ride that brings you joy. It's about finding what makes your heart sing and pursuing it with all your might. So, put on your metaphorical seatbelt because we're about to navigate the next chapter, actually having those tough conversations. It's time to communicate your needs and desires clearly and confidently. Let's dive in. Chapter 5. Navigating the difficult conversation. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. Now, let's talk about navigating that difficult conversation. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Quick and honest is the way to go. No need to draw it out like a 3-hour movie. Keep it real, keep it respectful, and keep it moving. Chapter 6. Setting the stage. Location, location, location. Setting the stage is key. Choose the right time and place. Maybe not during a family dinner or in the middle of a crowded mall. You don't need an audience for this heart-to-heart. Find a quiet spot where you can talk openly and honestly without distractions. Communicate with clarity. Express your needs and boundaries like you're ordering your favorite coffee, specific and to the point. I need a large dose of respect with a shot of happiness, and hold the drama, please. Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but you get the idea. Accept the outcome, even if it's painful. Remember, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, as Seneca wisely said. Take some deep breaths, let the emotions wash over you, and know that this too shall pass. You've got this. Let's move on to the process of letting go. It's like cleaning out your closet, necessary and ultimately freeing. You might find old t-shirts that make you smile, and maybe even a few fashion disasters you'd rather forget. But once the dust settles, you're left with a fresh start, ready for a new wardrobe of experiences. Chapter 10. Acknowledging the grief cue, the sad playlist. Acknowledge the grief. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, even if it means ugly crying to a sad playlist. We've all been there. Grab your tissues, put on your comfy pants, and let it all out. Sometimes, you just gotta embrace the snot. Chapter 11. Creating space for healing. Self-care is the best care. Create space for healing. Engage in self-care and reflection. Think bubble baths, journaling, long walks in nature, not stalking their social media. Put down the phone, step away from the computer, and give yourself permission to heal. Chapter 12. Seeking support, friends, family, and maybe ice cream. Seek support. Reach out to trusted friends or professionals. Sometimes a good friend and a tub of ice cream are the best therapists. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Now let's talk about moving on with strength and grace. It's like learning to dance in the rain. Embrace the journey, even when it's messy and unpredictable. You might stumble, you might slip, but you'll also discover a newfound resilience you never knew you had. Embrace the lessons. Gain wisdom from the experience. Remember, the obstacle is the way, as Marcus Aurelius said. Every relationship, no matter how challenging, teaches us something valuable about ourselves and what we want in life. So put on your learning caps, because life's about to give you a masterclass in growth. Reframe the narrative. Focus on the positive aspects. It's like finding the silver lining in a storm cloud. Instead of dwelling on the what-ifs and could-have-beens, shift your perspective and appreciate the lessons learned and the growth you've experienced. Build a brighter future. Open yourself to new possibilities. Think of it as a new chapter in your life's book. The pages are blank, waiting for you to fill them with exciting adventures, meaningful connections, and a whole lot of self-love. So grab your metaphorical pen and start writing your happily ever after. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, healing takes time, but you're stronger than you think. You are worthy of love, happiness, and a relationship that lights up your soul. So, go out there and create a life that makes you do a happy dance. Share your experiences in the comments. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.